And we're live. Hey, Fans Buses Gaming, I should say. Kind of flubbed up right off the bat. Hey, Harjot. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Big S. Hey, Danny Kaman. Hey, the Frustrated Gamer. Hello, Yogi. Hey, K Den. Hello, Susan. Hello, Janet. It's a Wednesday evening. It's 26 degrees, but more like 30 with the humidex. It's still pretty muggy. Hello, Vivian. How are you? Hey, Mike Landry. Got like a badass Harley here. I'm not a motorcycle guy, but this is a pretty cool looking motorcycle. Hey, Whitby dude. I have been watching Sons of Anarchy lately, so maybe that's why I'm suddenly drawn to this motorcycle. Never watched it before, so it's new to me. So we're on King Street East. Hey, Maroof. Yes, Susan, happy Canada Day and 4th of July to our American friends. I know we have quite a few viewers from the US. Hey, Mick Manning. Hello, Alex. So I thought I'd take a walk along King Street from the east end to the west end of downtown. And then I'm not too sure from there. I think I'll probably try to end up the stream though at the Maple Leaf Gardens Loblaws store, because after I end the stream I'll go in and buy some snacks. That's the plan. Hey, Charlie Sturm. Hello, Markel. Yeah, that's right, Susan. I'll get some snacks for tomorrow and also for the weekend, which is basically right after that anyway. I'm wondering if I should walk on the other side of the street. Both sides seem shady, so I think I'm good either way. Yeah, Susan. I know. There's especially that Maple Leaf Gardens Loblaws. Even without the pandemic, anytime there was a holiday, that place was just swarmed with people the day before, like they were expecting to never be able to buy food again. Hey, Brad Palmer. Charlie, you're running your air conditioner? Same. When I get home, I'll walk into a crisply cool apartment. Yeah, that sounds fun, Alex. I haven't been to Niagara Falls in years, like properly been there. Hey, 12. Good to see you. And Mick Manning, $10. Grab yourself a cold beer after the show. Thank you very much, Mick Manning. Very, very much appreciated. I'll definitely need a cool beverage. I think it's well known to anyone who watches my channel that I hate hot weather. I hate humidity. And I like to feel cool. I don't like to feel hot or even warm. Well, that's smart. I don't go in my apartment when the temperature goes above 25 degrees. Even without the humidity. Hey Jenny, how are you doing? Hello Pedro. I'll just wait for this light. I thought, should I run? I was like, no, running will cause sweating. I am anti-sweating, although it's unavoidable. It's already happening. Just holding this 2 pounds of gimbal and phone is enough to bring it on. Vivian, that's awesome. That would be the house to hang out at if I lived where you lived. High five or $5? Stay cool, Ken, with a 5 virtual bill. Thank you very much. I will stay as cool as I can. I'll use the $5 to wave myself like it's a fan, like a little fan, you know? If you could visualize that. You know, Whitby dude, I don't actually have any immediate plans for a haircut. I'm kind of not minding having the long, shaggy hair for the time being. It's been a while since I've had it like this, so I don't know, I kind of like it right now. This was always my go-to way of keeping my hair back in the day, long and shaggy. I will stay shaggy. Like Scoob. Get it, Shaggy? Haha. Raggy?
And I always have marker stamps. Live?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's this for?
Just YouTube, just live streaming for people who like to see Toronto, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that just you like on your own doing it?
Yeah, I got like, you know, a bunch of people watching and commenting and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So I've been wanting to do something completely unrelated, but somewhat related in terms of I want to basically do like a live stream
Right.
from my desk, showing people what I'm doing,
Right.
and guiding them.
Right.
So guiding them like. So are you familiar with doing something like that? I mean, I kind of. I don't know. I guess my question is, you know, doing the shooting, doing the whole like, you know, because it's a story, right? I have no idea. I've never done it before. My point is, are you familiar with doing something like that?
Well, if you're doing something that people would want to see, like for like learning purposes, then yeah, I mean, I think you definitely get an audience. It would probably take a little while, you know, to build up an
What's
audience.
the best way of getting an audience?
You just start doing it. Yeah. You just start doing it. When I started, I had zero.
Is this part of a group or just?
Well,
This is pretty cool because I've seen that in other countries. I've seen like something in Germany.
well, I started just doing regular recorded walking videos around Toronto,
Yeah.
and I did that for like almost 2 years, and I built up like a subscriber base.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like subscribers, see, that's what I want. These subscriber
Yeah.
base.
So once I got over 1,000 subscribers, then you become monetized, right?
And
So then
mean? I mean, what, I know
that
what
means
but what does
YouTube,
that mean?
they put ads on your videos, and then you get ad revenue based on how many views.
They hear you
Yeah,
now? Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt.
yeah. We got some comments happening
Really?
here.
What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Oh, they're just saying like, what are you talking about?
I
And
know,
yeah.
Are these people from all over the world?
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah.
That's cool.
So how many subscribers do you have?
Right now, just under 5,000. So.
Wow.
Is that
Yeah.
paid subscribers?
Pardon me?
Are they paying you?
No, they don't pay.
So just log on.
But some people send super chats, right? If you're doing a live stream and your channel is monetized, if people are enjoying the live stream, you know, they want to show their appreciation. But then you also get ad revenue from Google, right?
You do?
Yeah,
After you have 1,000.
yeah. Once you get to
And how do you
1,000,
start your YouTube channel?
you just have a Google account. You
Yes.
you already have a channel. Once you have a Google account, you just have to basically
Like a Gmail account.
yeah, or like yeah. Once you have a Gmail account and a Google account, you have a YouTube channel. You might not have anything on it, but it's there, and then you can like put a title on it, and you can start making content and uploading videos. Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry
just
to interrupt.
just start
And
doing
what-
it.
That thing, like, is that just so you don't have to hold it like this?
Yeah, it's a gimbal. It just keeps it steady,
Oh,
Right?
Oh.
because you know it's
Is that
all.
expensive? Is that expensive?
This is like $80.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it just because the phone would jiggle all over.
Right.
You just take this and travel.
Yeah, for now.
Amazing.
Pardon me?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to check out my channel, it's called TheKenContinuum.
I can't continue.
TheKenContinuum,
Alright.
all
Yeah,
one
go
word.
on.
Yeah,
I wanna check.
just
Hold on,
all one word.
I'll do it now.
The Ken, K-E-N?
Yeah, Continuum, all like, together.
Alright, so how do you spell
CONTINN
C-O-N-T-I-N-N-U-M.
NNUM. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, you could probably watch live right now.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay, those are some friendly people, but he wants to start his own channel. Yeah, I think I got a new subscriber there. And the walk goes on. That's right, 12. We got a nice breeze blowing. Yeah, I know I need a wind thingy. I still haven't taken care of that. I think Mr. Strides has one for me, but we have yet to meet up in a manner that will allow him to give it to me. We'll have to do a collaboration or something. Hey Estelle. So if I missed any chats back then, sorry about that. I was just talking to those nice people there. No, he hasn't scooted a boot by me lately, Susan. Danny Kamen, 20 euros for some Scooby snacks. Well, thank you, Danny Kamen. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself some Scooby snacks. Now you're back. So thank you again, Danny. Very, very much appreciated. Nightingale Song. Hey, Melissa, and my nephew Max is with her. That's Eli's younger brother. Some of you might remember my nephew Eli, comes onto the stream sometimes. Charlie, I sure did watch the Scooby-Doo. I even watched the version with Scrappy-Doo, which was the inferior version, but I watched it anyway. There's a look up Sherborne. The infamous Sherborne Street. I'm on King Street, High Fiver, King Street East. And we're heading west. Yeah, I usually go to the Loblaws on occasion, Susan, because they have a few things there that the Metro closer to my place does not have. They have the Delicio veggie pizzas, which for some reason Metro doesn't carry anymore. They used to, but they stopped. So that means I go to Loblaws now for those. And they also have a better version of the party mix. Vivian Johnson, $20.99. May as well get well stocked up so you can stay in by the AC if necessary. And that's exactly what I'll do. Thank you very much, Vivian. Your ongoing support is appreciated more than you know. Estelle, my day was pretty good. I had a nice nap in the afternoon. Today was one of those days where I thought, I think a nap is in order. And I actually woke up too cold because my air conditioner was actually working a little too well, and my apartment was so cold that I woke up and had to turn off my air conditioner, if you can believe it. Yes, I turned off my air conditioner for about an hour, then I turned it back on again. I'm not insane or anything. I've not only heard of Boomer Girl Walker, I met her. Charlie, I met her when I was out recording a video, and she was as well, and we crossed paths. And she actually recognized me, and she said, "Oh, hey, are you the TheKenContinuum?" And I said, "Well, yes, I am." And then she introduced herself, and yeah, so she appears in one of my videos. And she was also recording a video at the time, but unfortunately, that video did not turn out. So my appearance on her channel was kiboshed by the glitchy gods. I think she actually forgot to record when she thought she wasn't. High Fiver, $5 is in appreciation of Vivian Johnson. I am 100% in approval, High Fiver. And thank you very much on your part as well. It was turning into an igloo.
Yes. Because I have sticks.
Yeah, see?
And Mike Landry, $5. Liquid Fund. Thank you very much to you as well, Mike. One of my longest supporters from the very beginning. I'm a slacker, maybe because I was a 20-something in the 1990s. Wasn't that the thing to be? If you were a 20-something in the 1990s? I think there was even a movie called Slacker from the 1990s, wasn't there? Charlie, that's awesome. Hey O'Brien, I'm very well. I hope you're doing well as well. Well as well. Miguel, yes, happy Canada Day tomorrow. One day you'll be here in Toronto. Mauricio, it's been super duper hot here lately, but I think it's going to cool down for a few days, but then get hot again. I'm doing pretty good though. I'm making do with my little window air conditioner and ice cream sandwiches. Yeah, it is good to see people out, isn't it? Hey, Tara Evans. Hello, Lazio in Jersey City. Do I think guessing someone's age is offensive? Well, not if they say that thing, you know, guess how old I am. Then obviously it's not offensive then.
Is that really what
Michael J. Fox.
Is that really the bar we're setting in terms of our morality?
Hey, Terratopia. Here's a fun fact. Michael J. Fox for some time lived in my hometown of North Bay. And he went to the same elementary school I did, only not at the same time as me because he is a bit older. I think he's like around 8 or 9 years older than I am, so. But still, we both went to E.W. Norman Public School and we both lived in the same neighborhood. Yes, we are in San Francisco, and I am wearing flowers in my hair. You have cold feet syndrome. I think you need some thick socks. Hey Efrain, how are you? Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome back. I've just been doing the same old, same old. Justin, that's more or less the truth, Justin. I'm not gonna deny that. It has sort of mellowed out and quieted down compared to how it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was a lot more lively and alive. Downtown was still healthy. That's what happens to a lot of smaller cities, though. They just can't maintain the critical mass to keep certain things vital, like a wide range of downtown businesses and services that appeal to all age groups. We had some heavy rain here just recently. We had a crazy thunderstorm in the middle of the night. Not last night, but the night before. There was a thunderclap at 2 o'clock in the morning that jolted me awake. It was so loud. It sounded like an explosion outside my window. That was quite the lineup, right, Tara? Do you sense a Johnny Strides random meeting? It's possible. It's very possible. Or maybe a not so random meeting. Well, I'm glad, Efrain. Here's Google's new headquarters here. It's coming closer to completion. And look at this little street. This little street is called Toronto Street. Toronto named a street after itself. Because why not? It's just 1 block long. Yeah, his mom is supposed to come and visit. I'm not sure if that's today or tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow. As long as that lineup was, and as much as I sort of grumbled and complained in the video, because I was hot, right? It was 30 degrees. I was just like, oh no. So I couldn't help but grumble a bit. But it was insanely efficient. The line moved almost constantly. It only stopped for a couple of short intervals of no more than a minute or so. And then it just kept on moving, and I barely stopped walking the entire time, basically, once I got in line. And everything was just like a well-oiled machine, the way they had it set up. I actually came away pretty impressed with how they managed to deal with that many people so smoothly. I did have some side effects, a little more than my first shot, but nothing too major. Like later on that evening, my arm started to, ache quite a bit, which was pretty much the same as when I had the first shot. But the difference was the next day, by the evening, I felt just completely drained of energy and like I had no life force or something, and I just wanted to lie down and sleep. And the only thing is, when I did try to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep. It's like my body was like saying, I know you're tired, but I don't want you to sleep. So I had a terrible sleep. But then the next day it was a lot better. I just had a little bit of remaining soreness in the arm. And then I went to bed that night and I slept normally, and then when I woke up today I was completely back to normal. No more arm pain. Everything is back to as it was. So all in all, it wasn't a big deal compared to what some people have gone through. Your daughter fainted, Tara. Jeez. I guess that does happen sometimes. I saw one woman in the arena who was also lying down on a special padding on the floor because I think she had a similar reaction. Hey, Allie, yeah. That's understandable. Hey, Jaceel. Finally got a haircut. I think a lot of people are saying the exact same thing today. Tens of thousands. Today was probably the single biggest day in haircutting history, and as long as Canada has existed. As long as barbershops have existed, or hair salons. It's a financial district. This is where I like to look at all the skyscrapers. Hey, Wayne.
The only thing that I tell you about is
International Barbers Day. Yeah. This will be the day all barbers remember for the rest of their lives. Yeah, Miss, I mean, these office towers were mostly all built in the late 60s to late 70s. The international style of architecture, and I think that's probably one of the best periods for office tower architecture. Up here though, we have the older office buildings along Bay Street. These ones are from, you know, the early 20th century, starting from the early 1900s up to around 1930 or so. And this one is the biggest of the older ones. That dates from 1931. That's Commerce Court North. Right on, Terra. So we'll just scoot through the financial district, and then we'll head down King Street West and see what's happening down there. There's bound to be lots of music playing. I wish, Kevin, but I don't think we're there yet. I think we could be there, but we're not officially there, you know, if you know what I'm saying. Some places are there. I think as of tomorrow, Alberta will be there. As far as Canadian jurisdictions go. Okay, yeah, I might have to bust out Krusty the Clown. Yeah, it's a bit of a wind tunnel walking through here with all these skyscrapers. It feels good, but it's bad for the audio. Please no Krusty. The Did someone have a horizontal mohawk? I missed that. Wayne, I'm just going to do what I always do on Canada Day, which is sit around and be lazy and eat snacks and watch a movie. That's pretty much all I do any year. It won't be any different this year. Oh, Eli's not feeling well. Tell him to hang in there. It shall pass. So he's had both shots. Well, that's good. I thought that was his first. That's cool, high fiver. I've never seen anything like that. You got it, Tara. Hence my stop off at the Loblaw store at the end of the stream. That's my preparation. Hey fans, I am just kind of walking into King Street West right now. Okay, Melissa, well, thanks for dropping by. I feel better. You'll feel back to 100% within the next day or two. Hey, funny dog. You have the worst no frills? 12? I don't know. I thought I had the worst no frills. The one on Parliament Street in Cabbagetown. We should have a contest. Document each other's no frills. I guess you know something I don't know, Tara. I have never set foot in that no frills, obviously. Hey, Mark in HD, how you doing? Oh, now Tara's joined in. I think everybody must think they have the worst no frills. Is this just because no frills sucks? There is one really nice no frills though that I can think of, the one on Bloor Street, east of Yonge. It's actually pretty nice. Yes, it's very nice and shady along here. The sun is low enough now. And the buildings on either side of the street seem to do their job in blocking it. Very first world problem. Yes, indeed. Well, here's that money shot. This is the money shot. Here's Canada's Walk of Fame. Robert Goulet, Mary Pickford, Leslie Nielsen, Kurt Browning, Jan Arden, David Cronenberg, William Shatner, Martin Short, Gordie Howe, Rush. Yes, Rush. All kinds of familiar names along here. Yeah, here's the boys' headquarters if you watch that show on Prime. Of course, they CGI'd a big building on top of this, but that's basically the base of the boys' building. Where's Rafi? I don't know. Maybe he has a star somewhere along here. Brendan Fraser, Paul Schaefer, Nickelback, oh no, Howie Mandel, The Kids in the Hall, Kim Cattrall, that's right, Samantha, Eric McCormick, Russell Peters, Burton Cummings, American Woman, Katie Lang. That's what I'm just shouting out random names here. Phil Hartman, R.I.P. Randy Bachman, taking care of business. Tom Cochran, life is a highway. It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. Yeah, where's mine? Where's my star? Maybe in like 75 years. Corey Hart, he wears his sunglasses at night. Yeah, Anne Murray does have one somewhere. I didn't notice it, but there's stars on the other side of the street as well. I did a video like quite a while back where I walked by and named off all the people along the Walk of Fame here. That one didn't do very well. I thought this is fun, but I guess people were just like meh. Alright, so we're coming into the kind of more lively part of King Street. We have Restaurant Row up ahead, which has been Deadsville for a long ass time, so although they're still not allowed indoor dining for like 3 more weeks. So we're not really back to normal by any means. And even then it'll be limited capacity, so it's just sucked all around for the restaurant business. Yeah, Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, they have stars. I just didn't see them, or they might have been on the other side of the street. Well, Kids in the Hall includes Dave Foley, Alley. He didn't get his own individual star. I think SCTV has a star, so I'm not sure if John Candy is just included with that or if he has his own separate star. He might, because he was a big enough celebrity on his own. Alright, so Here's Restaurant Row, and here's where some music is coming into the picture. So I'll just talk over it. I'll try to refrain from busting out Krusty the Clown here. It's funny, some people loved it when I did that in the comments, and some people hated it. But as it is with almost every other thing you do as a YouTuber, half love it, half hate it. It's a big patio. And it's Gabby's. Every Toronto street has a Gabby's. I've mentioned that many times. Yeah, there are some athletes included. Most of them are hockey players. Did you see the TheKenContinuum on Batman? I don't know, was I the Joker? Is this a...
we would say
Well, I would guess Marvin, but I'd probably be wrong. I'd guess maybe by the end of the summer. I don't know. Probably as soon as the tourism season basically is over, that's when it will open. just to make sure that the tourism industry is kiboshed for the second year in a row. Hey Keenan, well, how are things over there in London? The weather here is hot and humid with some thunderstorms. Oh yeah, Jim Carrey definitely has a star. I mean, he was pretty much the most famous comedy actor in the world for quite a while. He probably isn't anymore, but he definitely was there for a good 10-year stretch, I'd say. Yeah, Marvin, well, we'll see how it goes, right? Look at these unusual things. I like Jim Carrey. I mean, he has kind of become a bit of a strange dude the older he gets, but I don't know, I still like him. And I loved him way in the 90s. I think his best movie is probably one of his lowest rated movies, and that's The Cable Guy. I think that's the only one that I actually own, like bought on DVD. I like all his other movies, but that was the only one I wanted to actually go buy, right? Cable Guy. Rain all day long, right?
Space compensation. Yeah. I think he's like a. He has like.
Yeah, we got some patio action. Hey, Clayton Crawford, how you doing? I remember the first Ace Ventura movie I went to go see with my girlfriend at the time, and we laughed our asses off, man. That was like hilarious stuff. Yeah, Matthew Broderick was really good in that movie, The Cable Guy. That big fight at medieval times was one of the best scenes I've ever seen in a comedy movie. Funny dog, yeah. I think you might be onto something there. That's right, Ryan Rides. That's where I first saw Jim Carrey. It's on that show In Living Color. Just crossing Spadina. Or is it Spadina?
But this was your interview for
You know what, Ali? I never watched even one episode of that show. Everybody Loves... What's it called? The one with Ray Romano. Yogi, you know what? I saw one time years ago when Orphan Black was airing and it was really popular. Someone taped a piece of paper with Tatiana Maslany's name on it along the Walk of Fame back there on the ground. They just stuck it down there. They made her her own star, basically, out of paper. Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, okay, that was it. Yeah, never watched one episode of that. There are a few popular shows I never watched at all. I just sort of missed out on them completely. Some of them I did get around to watching years later in reruns, like 2.5 Men. Never watched it. Then when it was on reruns years later, I finally started watching it. Same with King of Queens. I only watched that one like about 2 years ago. So here we are, King Street. This is where things get a little active here. Some big patio. Community, in my opinion, Tara, was the last great network sitcom. That was sort of like the last hurrah of primetime network sitcoms. And it was an awesome show. Nightingale, yikes, that sounds very, very painful. Look at this giant construction site. They're actually building a pretty interesting building there. It's not going to be very tall, but it's very architecturally unique. Married with Children, yeah, that show definitely broke the boundaries. The Fox network was known for that when it first launched, for like airing shows that were considered very edgy by primetime standards. Even The Simpsons was considered boundary pushing in its first couple of seasons. Having a little boy say, "Eat my shorts," was like shocking to some people. Now it seems like quaint and tame. Roseanne, yeah, Roseanne was one of my all-time favorite sitcoms. Curb Your Enthusiasm is awesome. I'm actually rewatching it right now with Megan. We're like up to season 6, just starting season 6. I've watched it all before, but it's fun to watch it all again. One of the most enjoyable things about watching Curb is you just anticipate the moment when Larry will bust out one of his pretty good. Every time that happens, you just bust out laughing. It's like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He's doing it. Yeah, the streets look clean. Well, I mean, there's not too much garbage or anything, that's for sure, but I wouldn't want to, like, you know, touch the sidewalk too much here or anything. And then touch my face. I mean, the sidewalk is pretty gritty and grimy, really, but yeah, I mean, litter, sure. They do a pretty good job of keeping the litter under control. There's Ruby Soho. Got quite the crowd up here. I'm just wondering, maybe I'll cross the street so I can avoid that music, because it is quite loud. And maybe I'll avoid some obnoxious people. Potentially obnoxious people. Well, I mean, for sure it's not as busy as it would be if everything was at full capacity and everything else, but this is pretty good. Pretty good compared to, you know, what it was like a few months ago.
Yeah, like I like this opening stuff. Yeah.
So this is Portland Street. This is sort of like the epicenter of the King West nightlife area right here, King and Portland. Yeah, it seems like most people have shed the masks around here. I mean, the city is like almost 80% one-shot vaccinated and 40% both shots. So I think a lot of people are just thinking like, I don't need a mask. I mean, even before I was vaccinated, I didn't wear a mask outside. I just never thought it was necessary, but a lot of people still did, obviously. But now that they're vaccinated, I think they're finally feeling secure enough to just say, I don't need this anymore when I'm outside. All right, Terratopia. Have yourself a good night. Thing is, Michelle, it might never be completely gone, you know. Eventually, it's just going to be a matter of what your level of risk assessment is, how much risk you're able to tolerate. People take a risk driving on the highway to work every morning, you know. If it's no more than that, then that's something to consider, you know. If you're willing to do that, you might be willing to walk around without a mask. It's kind of the same kind of situation. Well, we got some more Muzak here. I'll just kind of quickly walk past this. I'll just talk over the Muzak. I'll keep Krusty at bay for tonight. Can't do Krusty every time, right? And like the flu shot, that's another situation. That's another thing you decide for yourself. What is my risk tolerance? Do I need to get the flu shot? Or am I okay with taking my chances? Most people just do one or the other and no one even notices or cares, really. I usually don't bother getting the flu shot. And I have caught the flu maybe twice, I think. So, whoops. Hey, Solo. All right, have a good night. Hey, Annette Maloney. I'm doing pretty good. I've never been to the Wheat Chief, but then again, I've never been to lots of restaurants and bars. It's not really my thing. Certainly seems like it right now, doesn't it, Morgan? Hey, Monica.
Thought you wanted to go down.
Wonder if I can scoot past the slow people. Hey, all right, Megan has joined the chat. I'm good, Megan. Quite sweaty at this point, but that's how it goes, right? Monica, yeah, I'm fine. I had a day or two where I felt a little, you know, out of sorts, but completely back to normal now. I'm not really planning on it, Wayne. My preferred way to get around is walking. Since I live downtown and everything I could possibly need is within walking distance, I've just sort of, you know, really taken to walking, and I really enjoy it. Well, even before I lived in Toronto, I was always a walker anyway. Queen Street. Yeah, lots of traffic. Yeah, I think a lot of people are out and about kind of doing things that they need to do today before the holiday tomorrow, when most things will be closed. So everyone's rushing around, getting this and that. So I'm going to go up to Dundas because I literally just did Queen Street in my last stream and in my recent recorded video as well. Yeah, poor East Chinatown. No, I did not get a haircut, and I'm not really planning on it yet. Well, apparently the city has recommended in favor of renaming Dundas Street. To what, I have no idea. That's going to be no small task, because all kinds of, not only the street signs, but so many businesses and place names and everything are named after Dundas all along that stretch. Even neighborhoods like Dundas West is a neighborhood name, right? I think most retail stores will be closed tomorrow, except for along Yonge Street, because Yonge Street retail remains open on statutory holidays, since it's considered a tourist zone, even though there are no tourists, which is kind of funny, but yeah, banks, government offices, most grocery stores except for select ones, such as on Yonge Street, like College Park, I think, Metro will be open. The Metro closer to my place will be closed, as will be the Loblaws. Yeah, so all those people on Yonge Street working in retail stores will have to work on the statutory holiday for a reason that doesn't exist, because they're in a tourist zone when there are next to no tourists. Kind of sucks for them, but at least they get paid time and a half, so hey, I think a lot of people don't mind that. Maybe I'll take a walk through the park here. Yeah, I don't think there's any fireworks. I don't think that there would have been in any case, just due to restrictions. When did Dominion Day? Yeah, I think it was sometime in the, I don't know, in the 80s, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. But I do remember when it was called Dominion Day. And I remember being pretty young.
Gift card on like $20.
Have I been to some tents? Well, not up close and inside, no. I think the last time I was in a tent was when I was just a kid. That's right, I had the long 70s hair when I was a kid, and I wore those shirts with the big collars, and I had the platform shoes. Everybody looked like that. Young and old. That was just the look. JD Fisher, I'll look into that. I mean, I do have a bunch of mods right now, but I'm always up for new moderators, so I'll get back to you on that, okay? I don't see any reason why I couldn't use another moderator. Someone who's willing to do it. Well, I don't know if it's, everyone considers it a safe area, but I personally don't find it unsafe. Some other people might disagree. No, Moss Park is in the east end. This is the west end. The ABBA hairstyle. Boardwalk Brad, I'm not sure yet. I don't think I'm going to make it over to Regent this time. I actually walked through there a couple streams ago.
Bye.
Kevin, I just walked through up Augusta on my last stream just a few days ago. So I thought this time I would walk down Dundas since I didn't do that last time. I stayed on Spadina. So I thought I'd walk down through the Dundas portion of Chinatown and then maybe through Little Tokyo. I'm trying not to repeat myself, you know, so soon with my streams. I could possibly do that, Susan. So this is the sort of northern border of Alexandra Park. And that was also the name of that park back there that I walked through. Well, did this supercar get busted? Was somebody going too fast? Or maybe revving their engine a little too loud? Although I doubt they would get stopped for that. Boardwalk Brad, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. The burrito sounds pretty good. So there's a look up Augusta. But yeah, I literally just walked up there just a few days ago. Ha ha. Ha ha. It's a very generous offer, Kevin, but I'm going to have to forego Augusta this time. Oh, look at that. You got two streetcars tethered together. Not in service. Brad Palmer, $5 to the burrito fund. Awesome. I'll be sure to get an extra girthy one if that's what I decide to do. Thank you very much, Brad. This is kind of like what they're going to be doing with the crosstown LRT trains when they run them along the new Line 5. They're going to attach them together like this to make one long train. Hey, Maroof, are you out of here? And hello, Lisa Palmer. I didn't see that you were in the chat.
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
We are at the 43rd parallel, I believe. That's why it's not dark yet. Hello, Red Robin. Yes, thank you very much. Giuseppe, yeah, that actually happened up at college in Spadina. Well, I encountered that friendly fellow who showed his appreciation by getting intimate with my phone and gimbal. Physically intimate. So last time I didn't walk down this part of Dundas, so this time I will. Well, Morgan, I'm not really a beach guy, but I might do a walk, another walk during the summer through the beaches neighborhood and along the boardwalk. I did one in the spring on a nice warm day, and there was lots of people. But I'm sure I'll do another one before the summer is over. Yes, he was a mofo, Eddie Chin. I like all these little underground places here in Chinatown. Giuseppe, no, I didn't call the cops. He was long gone. He sped away on his bike, like at top speed, right? Chuck Diamond, 20 bucks. Keep on walking. Thank you so much, Chuck Diamond. I fully intend to keep on walking. No mofos are going to stop that. And if he did break my phone and gimbal that time, I would have just bought another one and kept on going. So thank you very much. Very much appreciated, Chuck. Dinguses, yeah. He was a dingus. Yeah, the thing with Chinatown is the restaurants don't have patios, right? So they're limited to takeout and delivery for 3 more weeks. And then they can finally get back to a little more normalcy. Hey, Brilliance Fascio. I'm doing very well. How are you? That's true, Susan. That seems to be the case most of the time. They're usually doing something or planning to do something that they know is not legal or sketchy in some way, and they just don't want any lasting record of that to exist. So they feel very threatened by anyone walking around with a camera or a phone or anything. I always get a kick out of this place. It's the Lucky Charm Moose Village. I like it. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that car when I walked by. Hey, Joanna. Do you still want some of our cold winter weather when we get it? I'm still willing to send it to you. It's going to be a while, but eventually it will come. All right, Susan, thanks for the tip. I knew it, Joanna. Well, this area is a little quiet. I mean, yeah, but just over on King Street it was hopping, right? Not every street is going to be jam-packed at all times of the day. When the ROM is open at full capacity, it's certainly a lot busier around here. Not the ROM, sorry, I mean the Art Gallery of Ontario. But we'll see what Grange Park is like. Hey, Wanda. No winter talk in the summer. So we're now on Beverly Street with an L-E-Y. And we all know who loves this street. Hey, no worries, Wanda. 3 to 4 decades, yeah. Kind of feels like it. Yeah, I started a girthy revolution, didn't I, with that one little comment all that time ago. Hey, Michael Stern. It's going good. I wouldn't say often Nightingale song. I have done my share, though, of visiting other cities and countries. I've been down the eastern seaboard of the US, so I've been through, you know, all the major cities there. And I've been over to Europe, Western Europe. I've been through all the countries in Western Europe. You know, I haven't been to Asia. Any clubs? Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy, Morgan. I know the names of some of them, but as to like what they're like or even their exact locations, I'm pretty clueless about the whole club scene. I just hear people mention their names and I think, oh yeah, that's a club, right? It's probably on King Street somewhere. Carl going up to North Bay for fishing. Awesome. Hope you have a good time. I'm probably going to go up before the year is over. Not for fishing though, just to go visit the old hometown. It was hot enough for me, fans. Today was a good day to bust out some fans. Wouldn't you say, fans? And here's the weirdest building in Toronto. Yeah, that's right. Wait till the shadflies leave, yeah. They're usually gone, you know, by the end of July. wide angle shot of this bizarre building, which I like. This is the Ontario College of Art and Design, or OCAD University as it's known now. Don't you hate when the sidewalk is uneven and all of a sudden your foot just slams onto the ground while you're trying to walk? Alright, back up to Dundas. Yeah, they're getting crazy heat on the west coast and in the interior of BC, and in the western and Pacific Northwest states. Crazy heat. Back on to Dundas. So now we can walk through Little Tokyo. Most of these restaurants also don't have patios, so it'll probably be similar to Chinatown in terms of activity. High Fiver, $2 super sticker. Thank you very much, High Fiver. Maybe I'll get myself a banana popsicle. That's my favorite flavor of popsicle. I'm kind of craving a cold banana popsicle right now. I never take water when I do these streams. I just sort of walk around getting all hot and dehydrated. I just don't like carrying things, you know? I don't like having a backpack on because it just makes my back all sweaty. So I literally just go out with the shirt on my back and whatever fits in my pockets, and that's it. Well, I'm still wearing the pants with the holes at each end, so we're doing all right there. That sounds tempting, Jenny. That's right, I got the AC pants. It sounds like an old school rap name. Yo, I'm AC Pants. I'm gonna make you dance. Alright, can I make it across here? Maybe I will pick up the pace just a little bit. I hate running in the heat, but sometimes you gotta do it. There's University Avenue. You know, back when in the 90s, when MCA from the Beastie Boys had his head kind of shaved and he had a goatee, I had the same look, and everyone used to tell me I looked like him, like MCA, all the time. I sort of considered him my brother from another mother, and I was pretty bummed when he passed away.
Once you turned around, like once you started walking, following directions,
One time for fun, actually, I found a picture of MCA and I put it as my profile picture on Facebook years ago, and some people had no clue that it wasn't even me. They just thought something was off or a little weird, and they couldn't figure out exactly what it was. Of course, I found a picture of him that especially was at the right angle and everything, so it wasn't as obvious. So here we are, Little Tokyo. So all these places are limited to takeout and delivery. All right, Whitby dude, have a good evening. The smell of weed is strong here. Intergalactic. Yeah, there's an awesome video that came out a couple years ago on YouTube where a mom and her kids sort of did a little reenactment of the intergalactic video here in various locations around Toronto, and it went viral. They're all dressed in the same outfits the Beastie Boys wear in that video. Sort of jumpsuits. Right, so we're kind of heading straight for Yonge and Dundas. Normally that's where I would end many of my streams, but I'm just going to kind of walk past there and keep going north on Yonge. time is it? It is 9:11. The Room, I've never watched the actual movie The Room. I just couldn't force myself to do it. But I did watch the movie about The Room, the one with James Franco. I watched that. We might see the Believe guy. It could happen. Yeah, I like that show, Boardwalk. I haven't watched the newest season, but I like the first 2 seasons. Apparently, the main actor, what's his name again? He isn't even in the 3rd season, isn't he? Or is he? Or except for maybe a brief cameo or something. Yep, we're coming up to Dundas Square. Maybe we'll see the Singing Man. Hello! See, at least she was waving and not being a dick. That's always good, right? I like when people wave. Right. As usual, there's lots of music around here. I've been watching that breakdancer guy for like the last 10 years. He's still going. He can't be that young anymore, and he's still at it, still going. It's definitely pushing middle-aged. Maybe not quite there, but pretty close, I'd say. On the brink.
Just let
On the brink of middle-aged.
Have the consequences of their sin. None of us would be forgiven. I don't think so. But because Jesus forgave us.
And there he is right there. There's the breakdancer guy. I don't want to get too close because of the music, but that's him in action. I don't think he actually does actual breakdancing unless he gets a tip. I don't think that's copyrighted music or anything. I remember Xanta, oh yes. think Burrito Boys is open, yeah. Probably going to do a lot of business tonight. No sign of the singing man. I bet you it will be, Michelle. There's lots of good food there in that outdoor market. No singing, no man. And yes, the Zanzibar has turned on its lighting. I haven't seen this in quite a while. They've been sort of dead to the world. I mean, they still are closed, but at least they've gotten into the spirit of things and turned on their lighting. Go. It's a local landmark. There used to be a male strip club right here in this now giant hole called Remington's. This strip was actually pretty active and lively before this redevelopment came in. If they ever resume this construction site, there will be new retail spaces here along the street, but I don't think it'll be the way it was before in terms of interesting retail and lively activity. Megan, you used to go there, didn't you, Megan? Finally starting to get dark. Took long enough. Yeah, that's what's awesome about the summer months. A likely excuse, Megan. Yeah, it still kind of is, Wayne. Not as much though. Oh no. Leave it to a drunk guy to ask such a question, right? Barry Shoot, $10 for a drink after the walk. Thank you very much, Barry, for the generous super chat. Very much appreciated. I am feeling pretty parched right now, I have to admit, because I don't carry water around, as I mentioned before. Hey, in Long Beach. Isn't that where the Queen Mary is docked? And also, didn't Howard Hughes try to fly his giant airplane there? And actually successfully flew it. What was it called? The Spruce Goose? The Spruce Goose, yeah. Alright, here we are at Young and College. Also Young and Carlton, which we'll be walking down right now. We're almost at my final destination. It's certainly getting there, right, Susan? You can feel it. You can feel the energy is making a good comeback. Jeff W, $5 for another cold beverage. And thank you very much, Jeff. All the cold beverages sound awesome right now.
You must have a really tiny dick to want to wear that uniform.
Pouring down my throat. And even over top of my head right now. It would feel pretty good. I haven't seen Bevy. I think she's busy, I guess. Michael Stern, I feel good. I feel normal now. I had one day where I felt tired, kind of just listless and tired. And that was it. And my sore arm, right where the needle went in, was sore, but that's about it. I didn't really get much more than that. All right, Vivian, have a good night. And we're just about at the end of the stream, so you not going to miss out on anything, because there's the Maple Leaf Gardens Loblaws right there. Looks like this walk will clock in at just about 2 hours. My counter thing has been stuck at 39s since right after I started the stream. So Prism is being glitchy again. And Yogi's here. I think I said hello to you earlier, didn't I, Yogi? 196 watching, awesome. Can we go over 200? It's been a while since I broke the 200 mark. Seems like the streaming audience has shrunk a bit in recent months. Right now I'm using the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. Ah, okay, Harjot. That's right, I keep on streaming while Ryan is napping. Maybe we'll get to see Ryan do a stream in the near future. Check out his channel, Ryan Rides. Has an awesome channel. He rides his scooter around the city, does live streams, often late at night, which is kind of fun. So I am going to wrap up the stream here and head into this Loblaws. So thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks for all the very generous super chats and super stickers. And all the awesome comments as usual. It's great to see everyone joining in, listening to me talk about Scooby-Doo and other oddball things like that. And thanks to the mods, to the mod squad. And as usual, I'll be doing another stream within a week. I don't go more than a week without doing a stream. So hope to see you all again next time. So everyone, have a good night, have a great weekend, and have a good Canada Day, no matter what you do. And I'll see you all soon. All right, good night, everyone.